what's fucked?
What?
This is completely random. But so today, my cousin messaged me, said, "Hey, going to Friendlies. Do you want to come?" I said, "Nah." There goes 20 bucks.
Bless you.
I said, "Nah, I'm good. I just got Applebee's." He goes, "All right." And then he says, "What's your what's your go-to? What's your ice cream thing?" Because he used to always get it when we'd go together. So I said, "It's cotton candy ice cream, peanut butter, and marshmallow." He goes, "All right.
Yeah.
I'll give you a shout out on my Snap story."
I've seen your bastardization of ice cream.
So that's besides the point. Don't knock until you try it. It's so damn good. We'll have to get it when you come up here.
Absolutely not. I will lick pavement in the middle of Worcester before I eat that concoction.
In the middle of where? I don't think I've ever been there. Although I've been to Ware, Mass. Ware is a place as well.
Peabody.
Anyways, so he posts a picture of the ice cream on his Snap story. And it's just a picture of the ice cream, no caption. Then he follows it up with a black screen where it's just his Bitmoji. And it says, "Shout out to," and then he tags me in it for that ice cream combo. And I said, "Oh, that's funny, thanks." Someone added me off of that within seconds. And then, that's one thing. Alright, whatever. But as if that weren't enough, within like a minute of him posting that, he sends me another text on Snapchat. Says that my ex, the crazy one from 2 years ago, replied to his story. So again, within a minute. And not of the ice cream, but of the black screen that just says "shout out to me." Just commented on my pic. Gross. And I was like, for real? Like, we're still doing this? After all this time.
I feel like the only person who should be able to say gross is you. Because, I mean, you weren't like...
I don't give a fuck. I was like, that's...
You weren't entertaining 3 people at one time. You were solely devoted to her, so...
4 people, actually.
Dude, no.
Me, her ex, her coworker, and then the new guy.
I feel like relationships are like sticking your finger in hot candle wax and trying to avoid the wick. You know, you get that, "Oh, it's warm, haha, I get to peel the wax off of my finger." But sometimes you just fucking get way too close to that wick and you get burned. Anyway, going back to reading about... Me and my brother had like a 20-minute kind of argument about the beginning of this book because he doesn't believe this kid is abnormally average and everybody's praising him for no reason. He's like on the "this kid's too cool for school" boat. Ugh. They're praising him for being observant. Like, yeah, try talking to any kid who's had like childhood trauma. Like, just...
Story, La Stella, Trout, Rendon, Upton, Goodwin, Pujols, Castro, Heaney. Story, La Stella. Trout, Rendon, Upton, Pujols, Goodwin, Simmons, Castro. Okay, I'll be back. My throat's fucking up. First thing, okay. So, yeah. I had to just, I went against my rule and did some trade finagling off camera, off stream, which I'm going to do plenty in my beginner runs because I'm looking for just raw power at that point. But I just couldn't get a pitcher at the deadline. This game just said absolutely no. You're not getting any pitching. If you are, it's going to be bullpen pitching, which I really do not need. I actually lost someone in my bullpen, I believe. Buttrey, Anderson, Robles, Buchter, Ramirez, Bedrosian, and I can't think of who, but I'll have to look after. So I'm just going to settle for this as my rotation. And pray for the best. And it's going to be interesting. But I went with a super lineup and added Trevor Story to the Angels. Trevor Story is wearing number 34, it looks like, for the Angels. Yeah, we got Story. So we're going to do Story, La Stella, Trout, Rendon, Upton, Goodwin, Pujols, Simmons / Ohtani. And really, I would swap that, but I don't have a say in the matter of when Ohtani plays. Because if I could change the lineup every day to if Ohtani's in the lineup, I'm batting Ohtani 5th. Like, no doubt in my mind. Hell, I might even... yeah, I'd bat him 5th. Bat Ohtani 5th, and everyone else just bumps down from there. At least against righties. Against lefties, maybe Ohtani would bat like 6th. I don't know. But regardless, I just don't have a say in the matter. Brian Goodwin has been really good in the leadoff spot, and I'm not sure if I want to take him out of there just because Trevor Story has the speed. I mean, because Story can hit against lefties. I'm actually... You know what? I got an idea. Against lefties, I'll do Goodwin leads off first still. So Goodwin, La Stella, Trout, Rendon, Story, or even... No, I need Trout to bat 3rd, and I need Rendon to bat 4th. So I'll do Story 5th against lefties, then Pujols, or then Upton, then Pujols, then Simmons, then Castro. Okay. Same thing for Goodwin, La Stella, Trout, Rendon, Story, Upton, Pujols, Castro. Against righties, again, it's still kind of tough because Story does have decent enough hitting, but the speed is there. So, and I don't want to move. If I had to move one of the two, I could move La Stella down to Goodwin's spot. '84 or 83-64 versus 65-66. You know what? I might do that. I'm thinking I'd rather have the speed in the 2 spot. Yeah, I'll do that. Against righties, I'll switch these two. Against lefties, against lefties, La Stella will stay hitting 2nd. Okay. So, I mean, it's a trial and error process. We're going to do a lot of work with it. But we are just going to go and hope that offense can win a championship. Or that the pitching can turn around in the second half. In the dog days of August into the September stretch and then in the postseason. At least enough to keep the offense doing brunt of the work.
Trevor Story is in the lineup after they beat the clock to acquire him just before the trade deadline.
I'm so mad that I didn't get
coming to the plate now, J.P. Crawford, and he's
back for
these
Simmons,
guys
who's
in
now
early
platoon with
lead
Ohtani.
can come through here.
Crawford.
The set and 1. Now a ball hit towards Story.
But at the very least, if I'm going to replace my shortstop,
I
did it with a guy who's, almost as good defensively.
Nothing. Angels come
Attribute-wise, I'd argue that Andrelton Simmons is irreplaceable defensively. Even though Story's got really great defense.
The shortstop, Trevor.
Here now the pitch.
Story.
Back up the middle. Reined in.
Fucking shit.
2 down.
Because I do like hitting with Story too, that's the other thing.
Mitch Haniger the next to
I've not
bat.
traded for Story before.
Now
here in
batting,
the early going.
right fielder, Mitch Haniger.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. He'll go relay to first.
Making it happen on
Time,
defense
and
already.
Just like that, this side is retired.
They
Now
haven't
batting,
batted 6th.
the shortstop, Trevor.
Now the pitch.
Story.
Shot to 3rd. Tough to get to.
No, let's look at.
And it's not in time
safe.
as he's in
Oh, they won't get
well
in.
ahead of
Cool.
the throw.
Nice error.
Throw will be well late as he reaches it first. Now at the plate,
The right
Brian
fielder,
Goodwin.
number 80, Brian
Throw over first.
Goodwin.
Right, but he's back in there.
I'm just hoping this doesn't go the way like the Zach Cozart deal.
He's
The
set
Angels.
and the 2-1 pitch. Swings through it for strike number 2.
Story came across with, I think, like 20
Still
home
all
runs.
zeros
But
in
his
the run
average was like
column here in the
230.
4th inning. Dan, does this
That's what his
continue,
numbers
or does somebody score here?
I think this continues
Well, no
for
one's
a while,
going here.
Matt.
Infield
Both of
fly
these
rule
pitchers are
is
throwing
fair.
very
I
well,
also need
throwing
Zyrtec
strikes,
fields.
having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
Ready now for L.A.
Up next
Matt
for the Angels,
Stassi.
the catcher, Matt
3-0. And a
Ball
fastball
four.
misses there, ball 4. So striding in, Matt Theis.
now batting, the first baseman,
Just don't get a double
Matt.
play. Get the top of the lineup.
Nice.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. Haniger in pursuit.
Okay, that'll definitely get a run in.
He gets
I'll
there
take
to make
third.
the catch, but this should bring home a run as the runner tags from third.
Nice run the board.
And he will score on
Top
the
of the lineup back up
sacrifice
on
fly
leading
as
off.
he's in with
Computer
our
set lineup
first
on Mike
tally
has
of the
this
ball
Stella
game.
or Fletcher. Fletcher.
Now in the box, David Fletcher.
Who's on
And
deck?
the
The batter.
runners at the corners
the
now.
second baseman,
Is that Trout?
David.
Here's the 3-0.
Fletcher.
Boy,
No,
not
4-4.
close again. His third walk of the inning. As that
Matter
misses
of fact,
for
I think
ball
Trout's
4.
hitting fourth. Here, and Down's on deck. Trout would hit fourth,
The
but he's got the day off.
designated
so
hitter,
it's
number
Hermosillo.
9,
Hermosillo.
And
Tommy
gone. And that'll bring in Tommy La
La
Stella to
Stella.
bat next. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Waiting on it is Smith. And they'll avoid the big inning as he makes the
Oh,
catch.
gotta
so
need some sort of player boost though with him to make it worthwhile.
So Dick
Because we came across with a 230 average, 20
Now
innings
batting,
pitched.
Trevor
shortstop,
Story. He started out the evening
Trevor
0 for 2 so far.
Story.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Go figure. I'm playing the Mariners, who have like an entire left-handed pitching rotation, and I get Trevor Story as a player spotlight, and it's against the one righty in their rotation. It's bullshit.
Oh, and there's a drive to deep
Immediate
left center.
impact,
You can
though.
pretty much forget about this one. This is way out
Big
of here.
three-run blast to give the Angels a forward lead. Big fly, Trevor Story.
And that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1.
And that brings in the
Now
power
batting.
hitting
I
shortstop.
was afraid of though,
shortstop.
pitching's
He
blowing
went
it.
deep to the tune of a 3-run job his
Story.
last time up.
The last
Like,
at
why
bat,
is
man,
why
he
is the
Home
pitching
runs
so
again.
bad?
fastball
Otani's
hitter.
overall
He
is
got a
great.
fastball, didn't miss it.
Heaney's
We'll see if they
overall is
pitch
good
him a
enough.
little bit
Wood's overall is
differently
good
this
enough.
time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
A ball and a strike for
I'm
Trevor
surprised they didn't
Story.
get that call for once.
5 runs, 7 hits, 1 error for the Angels so far. Line drive to left.
In the gap, that's a double.
And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And there's your
Nice.
tying run at second base with a 1-out double. Next batter to the plate, Ryan Goodwin.
The batter,
He'll look to bring home
the
that
right
tying
fielder,
run from second with a base
Ryan.
hit into the
And
outfield. Weak
Goodwin.
roller Right side. He's got it.
Moving up to third, but not
And
getting
he'll
in.
take this
He's
one
out.
back for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base. So stepping in, Max
the
Stassi.
catcher, number
He's got a chance
33,
to tie this ball game
Matt
up with that equalizing run just
Stassi.
90 feet away at
Nope.
third.
Ball 4.
And he missed with it there, ball 4. It's a 2-out walk with the runner still at third.
Dice.
The
And now
first
for the
baseman,
Angels,
number
Matt
23,
It was an
Matt.
RBI sac fly for him last
Right.
time. That's a strike to throw down.
The count
Was that
is
supposed to be
1
the
and
late
2.
steal? What the fuck
Tagged
was
out
that?
at second
Why was
base.
he running? What's his speed? What is his speed? Why was the guy with 36 speed running?
Trying to get into scoring position, but instead the inning is over. Another look at the throwdown. Trevor Story
game.
steps in now.
Now
He's
batting,
homered and
the
doubled
shortstop,
in 4 trips, so he's
Trevor.
definitely been a factor.
Story.
Ball 1, no strike.
I'm gonna go for the cutter, good fastball, and I think he's got a
1 out,
slider.
nobody
No,
on.
curveball. We tied it up in the ninth, though.
And they
2-0.
won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now.
Looks like this guy's afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. Gave up that home run earlier in the inning. Needs to get back to being aggressive.
Oh, that
Fouled
was
away.
it. Why was I so late on that? That was the one. That was the walk-off shot.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. On the run is Henniger.
He's there.
He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away. Now with the play,
just give me one lefty to
Story.
face.
Now
Got a
batting.
chance to end
Give me a
this
lefty
one.
and it's
game
Send
over.
these fans
Trevor.
home happy if he can get a
Nice
ball
little
Go, Ray.
forward
play
in
there,
the gap.
game.
0-1 the count.
Little skip made the ball come across later than it was going to.
Ready with the 0-1. A drive to
Doesn't
left.
matter.
Get
Drive
outta here, get outta
home
here. Gone.
safely.
They
Light
win
that
it.
baby up. Welcome to the Angels' Trevor Story. 5 RBIs, 2 home runs, a walk-off shot.
This ball game is over.
Ball don't lie.
It's
we
so
need.
huge to have a game like this
That
after
is what
being
we
traded.
need.
It just makes it so much easier to settle in and hopefully have a bunch more games like this one.
The fuck? A lot of momentum right now, though. Ah, fucking Rangers blowing the streak. Whatever. Alright, I'm grabbing a Zyrtec for this next one. Ooh, Rendon's getting a player boost too. And he's already having a fantastic year. Back-to-back player boost opportunities. If I get a player boost for Trout, Rendon, and Trout, Story, and Rendon.
Well, in case you didn't already know or needed a reminder, Anthony Rendon is a pretty important player for this club.
Yeah, you know, that's an understatement, Matt. He brings so much talent to the table, and his success is absolute.
And digging in next will
Again,
be
dude.
Anthony Rendon.
Batting
He
It's an
has
all
played
lefty pitching rotation. And I get like
sixth
one of the
in
only
American
righties.
Number
League
6.
in the batting race.
Anthony
First offering on its way.
Rendon.
Nope, outside.
And fellas, you take a look at these Seattle Mariners at the start of play here tonight. Boy, the last few weeks have not been kind to them, to say the least, as they're working on trying to end a double-digit losing streak.
Yeah, Matty,
Isn't
if
Mike
they're going
Trout
to
just left
find
to make it
any way to
rain
dig
in Seattle
themselves
till
out of
he
this
just
current
shits on
losing
them?
streak, then they're going to have to downshift a little.
Oh!
Do the little things right. Play
Just
fundamentally
missed that one.
sound. Play good defense. Turn double plays. Don't give the other team extra outs. And then somebody hit a gapper in a big spot.
Count
How are
it
you
3 to
running?
1.
Everybody
Oh.
relax a
He's
little.
saved.
Wade
cost me
late.
that.
He's in there easily at second. So he swipes second
Who
successfully.
was that? Good
But you have to wonder now if that might actually end up taking the bat out of the hands of one of their better hitters.
Well,
Probably
that's a
will.
good point, Matt, but I'd be a little
Oh, it won't.
surprised if that's the case. It's
This
RBI
ball
base
gets
hit for
down.
Rendon.
Let's see if they try to score. They're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
Boy, after scoring a boatload yesterday, D-Row, they're off to a fast start again, striking here in the first inning.
Yeah, this offense
Batting
is on
fifth,
fire. Obviously,
the left
hit
fielder,
meeting
number 8,
resonated with these guys.
Justin
Scored a ton yesterday
Update.
and picked up right where they left off.
No, that's a ball.
And this
Take the
pitch
bait.
misses for ball 4. So that's going to move a runner into scoring position now with 2 away. In now,
Batting
Tommy
fifth,
LaStella. And the
the
Angels
second
looking
baseman,
for more here in the
Tommy
opening frame of the contest.
LaStella.
And the cutter can't find the zone as he surrenders the base on balls here. So our
Batting
situation
seventh,
has the bases
the
loaded.
first
2
baseman,
men out.
number 5,
Standing in,
Albert
the machine, Albert
Pujols.
Hit weakly on the ground.
So
to
anyone
short.
else is feeding that out with
Fields
these.
it cleanly.
He's
Throw to
out.
first in time, and the big. So now the Angels cleanup batter,
Third
Anthony
baseman,
Rendon.
number 6,
First pitch of
Anthony
the at-bat.
Rendon.
Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. That's in another base hit. He's 2 for 2. So still 2 away, and Justin Upton will bat next.
No, he's in there.
Hey, pitchers, you better start taking notice of this guy. He better be circled on that lineup card.
We got 2
He's
hits
on
so far. That's
fire.
good. And
The left
including
fielder,
RBI.
number 8,
Ball game right there, and I don't see him
Justin
stopping.
Update.
Line drive snagged on a short hop.
He's
Throw to
out.
second for the force out and the side.
Back now for the Mariners'
Shut
third
up, Heidi
turn
Bun.
at bat, and unfortunately for them and their fans, this lineup.
And that'll bring in
The
J.P.
batter,
Crawford.
the
0 for 1
shortstop,
here in the early going.
JP.
Liner.
Oh,
A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into
In the
the
cut.
outfield.
Man, I thought this at-bat was over. Down 0-2, he's able to work.
here we go. The
2
offense
on
carried
here
The batter,
with 1 man out.
the third
And
baseman,
the next hitter will be the
Anthony
right-handed bat of Anthony
Rendon.
Rendon. This is hit high
Damn.
in the air out toward left center. Waiting on it is Smith. 2 gone. In now is Anthony
The
Rendon.
third baseman,
It
number
was a
6,
flyout for him in
Anthony
his last trip.
Almost, Matty.
Rendon.
Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Slow
Damn,
roller
dude.
left side. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first, so a good
1+
comeback
sign.
there as he gets
2
the first
singles.
out of the inning. Well, with a chance to reflect on this one, Rendon
take 2.
turned in a nice
Okay,
performance
take it.
at
We
the
won.
plate, guys.
That's what I care about.
Yeah, no
Trevor
doubt.
Story
We
seems to be
mentioned earlier how
doing
important
pretty
he is
well
to
with this
club.
team so
His
far.
contributions like this one today, if turned in
At least 7
consistently over
RBIs
the
and 3
long
home
haul,
runs
can
in like a
really have
week.
a huge impact on this ball club, assuming everyone else is holding up their end of the bargain.
So far,
Some more of the same
satisfied.
from him in the future, and I know they do as well.
Oh, excuse me. Someone's going to get a no-hitter opportunity at some point. We're projected to win 113. We're already at 90 wins, but it doesn't feel like it because the A's are doing great. The A's have 83 wins. Like, that's so crazy that no other team in the AL has 80 wins. And yet the A's already have 83, or that we have 90. Like, the A's have that wild card game on lock. Hopefully the White Sox or the Twins or the Rays can handle the Astros. Like, only one other team in baseball has 80 wins, and that's the A's. They have 83. Yet we have 90 wins as well. I don't know. 7 games just doesn't feel too safe. I gotta listen to this Drake mixtape. It'll be perfect. I could listen to that on the plane too. I gotta listen to the Gambino album too.
Now batting, Jose.
Now batting,
Abreu.
first
As he'll look to
baseman,
bring home that tying
Jose
run from second with a base hit to
Abreu.
the outfield. From the stretch. Fouled off.
Yeah, just gotta get 3 outs.
Anderson leads off second with nobody out. Here's a late swing and a miss.
No ball,
Strike
2 strikes.
Action in the White Sox bullpen now as they have a left-hander getting loose. That's in there. Base hit.
Would have had him.
Back into the infield as that
Okay.
time run will hold up at
I
third
need
with
to
still
think
no
The
about
right
this.
fielder, number 30. No more.
Gotta go after Mazzara. If I can, hopefully I can get the play at the plate.
Right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through from
I don't
the
want
plate.
to trade a double
One
play
ball,
to tie the game.
especially when you're kind of due to do something productive. Hey, this isn't going to be
If that's going
easy
foul, I'm
save.
gonna let
These
I'm
guys
letting
are
that fall.
making it work for this one.
I'm not getting a chance to tag him. Now.
Fastball
That
swung
paid
on
off.
and missed as they
Huge.
shut him down for the second time here tonight.
Encarnacion can't
Well,
run,
this
so if
is
I can get him to ground out, I'm good.
performance from
But
offense that
Up
we
next
saw
he's
is
had my
Chicago.
number this
They
week.
were looking like
The
they were
designated
the
hitter.
Yankees 24 hours
Edwin.
ago, but they've been
Edgar
held in check so
Garcia.
far.
Beautiful,
That's
beautiful.
kind of how baseball goes, though.
0-2 count to Edwin Encarnacion. And he struck
Beautiful
him out.
paint
Wouldn't
job.
this be something if he could work out of this with that one-run lead still in check?
The catcher, number
The
33.
lead, here's the delivery.
James.
0-1.
First pitch hacking here.
McCann.
That's the first strike.
Oh my God,
Strike two,
this is
and now
such
they're down to their
masterful
final
pitching right
strike
now.
tonight.
But I need one more
White
pitch for it
Sox
to be
down to their
worth
last
it.
strike. Line to the right
Get foul.
side. But
Big shout out to Upton too
foul
for letting that
ball.
ball drop foul.
Two big outs here, but the
'Cause that was a
tying
game
and
saver.
winning runs are both out there.
Absolute
And he
master
struck him
corner
out,
paint.
And the ball game is over as they get the
Man,
possible
that was insane. That's good. Why is David Fletcher playing so often? This is a big series against Houston because I want to put them in the grave. I mean, they're not going to win the West. They're 28 games back. They're 11 games away from being eliminated. But their magic number in the wild card is still 37. They're a game back. The Central's a dogfight right now. Not for the division, but just the Twins and the White Sox. Okay, we're up 1. But they get the tying run at third with 2 outs in the 8th. I need this Zyrtec to kick in. Holy shit, it's 3:42. I thought it was earlier than that.
And we're in a heated contest between two division rivals, one of whom is happily nested at the top of the standings, and the other one is looking to shake the tree a bit.
Matt, listen, if you want to be the best, you've got to beat the best, right? These are the games where a team who's trying to come out on top of the pack can get a leg up. And of course, if you're on top, this is a prime opportunity to keep them away.
The third baseman, number 2.
Stepping in, Alex
Alex
as he's got a
Bregman.
chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just
Oh,
90
okay.
feet away at third.
You know what?
Back